All right, y'all, there's the 611 right here. We got her in. We got everything. I had to do this all by hand, filing all that stuff out. Really, I used that template. The first one is a little looser than the second two, because I made a new template that was a little more exact. But we got plenty of adjustment here, right? Moves up and down. This, I mean, nothing's tight yet, so that's why it's. But I just wanted to show you, it's got a good amount of movement, not quite as much as it had originally, but still, we shouldn't have any problem getting this thing tuned up, right? Went ahead once we got the last bearing hanger filed in. We went ahead and did another tracing, and the original's here. This was the one we used to try to help us. See, it's got the orange paint on it, right? What we used to try to give us just a filing boundary to file to. You'll see there's a. Hang on. Cameraman, cut. You're going to see the difference. This is the plate that I'm going to cut, which is the correct bolt pattern for the cassettes, the 50 millimeter cassettes. This is okay. So and this is what we used to lay over top of the original bearing hanger. So thought I had the original bearing hanger here too. Maybe not. But as you see, this being this here, you see how that's going to work, right? So we cut this piece, 3 of these, cut them out, and we'll bolt them on. And I don't know if we're going to weld or not. We probably should. I can't see us going back to a 40 millimeter. Man, it's a huge axle. Holy cow, is that thing just massive. But I take one of these bolts out, you'd be able to see that the original bolt slot was here, and the new one is out and up. So it's not, it's the distance, the movement is higher because the bolt circle is bigger, right? So it's out further and up higher because we didn't alter the one on the bottom. So it's like a double wide slot right now, right? I mean, the thing is, let me see, I can show you. It's pretty, see? And that's that's the outside, right? It only moves back because there's a big old gonger slot there. Now, the metal that we're going to put on it is going to retain it from moving. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll stitch this thing on. We ain't going to weld it all up solid or nothing. We'll stitch it on so it becomes, you know, part of the cart, and it makes it good and strong. And we'll get on this tomorrow. Like I said, pretty excited about being able to use our bandsaw with the table. We got plenty of pieces here. Rich gave me the stuff. Thanks, Richie. Appreciate it. Talked to Rich on the phone today at lunch. He's going to be bringing the Quicksilver over on Saturday. We'll drop the motor on it, the clutch, the gear on the clutch. Get the motor in the middle, like it's the middle of the adjustment, run a string around and measure the length of the string in millimeters to find out what size belt we need. We might even have, I got some long ones, but on the Zip Enduro, those big long belts didn't work. That guy was running the gearing on it was like 18 or 1986 or something, and that was his like Daytona gear. I don't understand why people put 18 and 19 teeth on the engine when you can do the same thing with 15 or 16 teeth and a smaller rear gear, but whatever. Anyway, Rich is just going to go and shake this thing down, turn some laps. Cousin Mike up there will be looking down, happy to see his go-kart go around the track again after 25 years or so. Yeah, he's going to bring it over. We're going to bleed the brakes. We got a little bit of intake work to do yet. So, I mean, I'm going to be jumping back and forth here. And then, fingers crossed, we have Todd Lorang coming the week right before the test on the 3rd, bringing his B-Stock cart here. We're going to put on some of Pierre Huang's power pads. We already made his piston anvil American Enduro brakes self-adjusting by removing the springs. But we're going to make him some nice spacers and some nice sleeves to replace the old sleeve and spring, because it does the caliper will flop around. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't hurt your speed. It doesn't hurt. As soon as you apply the brakes, it straightens up and you know. But anyway, so we're gonna do a little tuning on his cart, and we'll string the chassis. And I've made videos of that before, getting the front end square with the rear end, making sure the car doesn't dog track. You know, it could be set up correctly, right to left across the front with your toe. But if it isn't square to the rear axle, you'll dog track, and that will hurt your speed, and it'll make the car turn better one way than the other. So that's what stringing a chassis does. It takes that right out of the equation, gets the cart squared up. We'll get his brakes fixed up, and then, knock wood, with any luck, he's going to run over to Grattan and shake it down and get everything ready, because he's wants to seriously take a run at those boys at Mid-Ohio in his B-Stock. So. Looking forward to seeing you, Todd. We got some stuff done today. We got our hands dirty twice. We're washing clothes. We're still, I told you, the 611. It's only 10 after 6. Wife's going to be probably another 45 minutes before she's even gives me a call, says she's getting close. Defrosted something for dinner, Glenda. We got pork tenderloin. I put it in the air fry. I air fry everything now. I just love my air fryers, man. I don't know how I ever got along without them before. You'll set it and forget it. Emerald deal, right? You know. So yeah, some green beans and some pork tenderloin, some teriyaki pork tenderloin. Yeah, it'll be all good. So I'm ahead of the game, man. Ahead of the game. I figured it would be a day to get this done. If I was out here at 9 a.m., probably could have had the metal plates cut out and had it all rocking and rolling by now. But it's cool. We'll get them on. We'll get them cut out, and we'll get them tacked on or stitched on tomorrow. Then the rear end will be in place. We'll get the brake pieces all put together and get that on. We're going to have to take this back off because we're going to have to saw cut this tube and bring it down. Bring it down when we want to get our pods looking nice with our wheels on and stuff. So we'll get all this done back here, welding and all that stuff done, rotor on, brake caliper, all that stuff in place. We'll get everything done on the front here, get this all back on and in place. That way we can put wheels and tires on it, get us 4 corners. Follow me, and then we can hurry up, do the quick adjustment for the pods. We're already looking at some issues when dropping the motor on with our shift lever and all that stuff. This thing is nowhere near long enough. I think this was for a little Honda 80, so it's just not long enough. We're going to have to do some work, but hey, it's all good, right? If she doesn't make it June 3rd, we should absolutely have it ready for the end of the month of June, heading back to Grattan to do the CES gig. We'll go over there and pay Dave just to run practice. And if we have fun and it's running and everything's okay, and it's not a handful, we'll line it up, man. We'll line it up and give those boys a run. You know what the heck? Why not? That's what it's all about, right? Spend a weekend with friends and have a good time with the cart. So that's it for today, the 16th. 2 parts in the can. We're getting her done. One more piece on the back, and we'll be able to finalize the rear end part of this gig too. She's starting to come around. Hang in there, y'all. It'll get better. I'm praying for you.